McLean. I'm visiting assistant professor of theater here at McMurry University. I'm also an alumni, graduated with a bachelor's degree in theater in 1991. It is so exciting to be back and to be able to be a part of McMurry again and the culture that's here, which is so wonderful and warm. I'm here today, though, with two of our fantastic theater majors, and we're going to talk a little bit about what it's like to be a theater major at McMurry. So welcome,
hello.
Madi and Graci. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I'm Madi Melbourne.
I'm Graci Melbourne.
And we're sisters.
Yes. So we're going to start, first of all, tell me a little bit about what attracted you ladies to McMurry.
Oh, for me, I think I liked the small size. I liked how warm it felt. I liked the aspect of community, how I felt like everyone really took notice of you and was concerned for your welfare, and that was a very attractive point for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'd like to say that the biggest thing that attracted me to McMurry was because she was here. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. It was originally, I was gonna go here just because she was here. I mean, we were best friends, so why not, right? And we've done everything together since we were really little. But once I got here, I realized there's so much to be attracted to about McMurry University. It's not just because maybe your older sister is there.
Yeah.
You know, it's the small size is really great.
It is something that's very unique, and it's wonderful. I know for myself, when I was a student, it was great. You get to do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
A little bit of all of
Which
it.
is great.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
I know that Madi was already here.
Yes.
How has your sister influenced you?
I think the better question is, how has she not influenced me?
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, we've done everything together.
Right.
So I think, you know, getting to watch her, she's such, I mean, I'm not going to brag or anything, but she's such a stellar example to look up to. So, I mean, everything she's done has influenced me in some way. I mean, she's going to go into theater. Oh, I might as well try it too. You know, why not?
Well, now you guys talk a lot about your relationship with each other and how you've come here and you've found that it's a very special place. What opportunities have you found here at McMurry that really stand out to you?
Oh boy, I think, well, just in general, there are so many things to get involved in. Because it's a small community, it's not like I am a theater major, I have to stick within the theater world, although we do that. Yeah. It happens. But we're involved in all of the marketing programs. We've been in videos, we've helped with things. I'm in the honors program, so we have travel opportunities that way.
Honors.
I mean,
yes.
She does the What's Up Warhawk.
Yes, What's Up Warhawk. That's a great opportunity. I love it. It's so much fun.
Right. Oh, yeah. And you're great at it too. Yeah.
For me personally, I know that scholarships, especially endowed scholarships, are the reason that I am here. I mean, there are funds that I have to cover, but without the ones that I have, the scholarships that I am currently receiving right now, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. And I so greatly appreciate that people have taken the time and their money and put it back to the students and taken our welfare into account. Yeah. It's very heartening.
Well, I know for many students, it is the difference between being able to come to college and not being able to come to college.
Yeah.
I think it's really important for people who are considering donors to realize that what they're about to do is invest in the life of a person. Right. Like, you are investing in somebody's future, their future jobs, their future careers, their whole path could be defined by the things that you're giving. That is incredible.
And I mean,
it's so awesome. No, go ahead.
I mean, a lot of donors also specifically donate to the theater department, or they donate to specific groups on campus. We're able to get new lights. We're able to get new. I know the seats are relatively new. We're able to get the funds that we need for the summer shows. I mean, donors, they're our lifeblood. I think that's the theater.
They're the reason why.
And theater, people don't realize how expensive it is to operate theater. To purchase the lights for the stage. And they, like everything, they get old and they need to be replaced.
Everything needs to be replaced.
And that also contributes to your education.
Yeah.
To be able to operate a light board that's not 20 years old and learn on it so that you can leave and go use a light board somewhere else.
We're not using
that doesn't sound, people don't always think about the steps.
No. Which is, so for the donors who have donated, thank you. Thank you so much. It means the world that we're able to be here and do what we love and find ways to make careers out of it.
All thanks to them. So,
absolutely.
That's something to be said.
I would say McMurry is a nice bridge from home to
yes.
It's a nice bridge.
There are people who care. You're safe. You're doing the adult things. Yeah.
And they put on great shows.
It's true.
Just saying.
It's true.
I mean,
great shows.
I like to think so anyway.
Yeah. So here's a tricky question for both of you.
Oh.
I'm going to ask Graci first. What does it mean to be creative?
Oh.
Well.
How's that for a question?
Curveball there. So creativity to me is like intelligence that it's done its 9 to 5 and it's come home and has taken its belt off
Right.
and has a margarita. That's
Right.
what creativity is. Because intelligence is like very important to me, academia, very
Right.
important. But it's that kind of thing, reaching past the structure and rules of your standard academia. It's asking the questions, what if I do this instead?
Right.
Or what if I try this instead of that? What happens if we ask this question that's never been asked before? And that's what creativity is to me. It's kind of just, seeing what happens with the unknown. you
Right.
know?
What happens if? I like
It's
that. I
very
like that. What happens if?
Yeah,
Right.
that's
I
what
have
it
to
is.
follow that?
I said,
Well, I can also ask you this. That kind of goes along with that. And
Yeah.
actually what you guys addressed earlier. But innovation in theater. We talk about that a lot. And I think
Yeah.
you addressed that a little bit with COVID. At McMurry Theater, we were innovative. We went outside.
Yeah.
We didn't stay.
Yeah.
What about innovation in theater? I mean, when you think about it, what comes to mind beyond what we've already talked about? Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we go back to that. I mean, and how does McMurry address that? How are we innovative here?
I think innovation is really just taking something a little bit like Gracie's explanation of creativity. It's looking at something old and thinking, how can I breathe life back into it? How can I make it different? How can I change it? How can I make it appeal to people now? How can I make something? We're doing that with Midsummer in the upcoming months. We're going to be working on a production that, written forever ago.
Right.
For audiences long dead. How do we make those same words, that same story interesting to people now? How do we engage people, bring people in? I think innovation is really, it's not all that far from creativity.
No.
It's how do we take something old and make it new again?
Right.
And I think McMurry does that really well. Or
Well,
how
I
do
think
we
we're great
deal
at
with challenges?
Yes. Well, I'm a little partial. I mean, I graduated from the program, and I can say that one of the things that was advantageous for me is that I did do a little bit of everything, and it is what I have used in the professional world.
Yeah.
Before I moved into education, when I was working professionally, all of the skills that I learned here, all the innovation that I learned here.
Yeah.
So I don't always like to talk about this because I am sad when you move on, but I'm happy when you move on. What's next after McMurry? What's next?
What's
Big
next?
question.
That's a good question. I don't have any set in stone plans as of right now, but I do know upon graduation there's a huge arts community in Abilene.
Right.
I'd like to kind of ingrain myself in that because along the way I want to start my own children's theater company. So make connections, get some money, find people with the money. And start figuring out what I want to do, learn from the best, that sort of thing. That's the loose plan right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say my turn. It's my turn now. My biggest end game is I love to write.
Right.
So writing obviously is every writer's biggest end game, but you also have to eat. So I do love the arts community and downtown Abilene. It's kind of my home. I kind of grew up there, and I love the historic Paramount Theater. So I might try to get in there. We also work with young audiences of Abilene.
Also an alumni of McMurry,
Exactly.
the executive director of Paramount.
Yes, love George. So, there are lots of opportunities. I like Maddie, obviously. One cannot go without the other in this situation, and the other is going.
Right.
So
they're gonna be together. That's
We're
right. So
three graduated
watch
together,
for
so-
Maddie and Gracie. Grace will be writing the plays.
Absolutely.
Maddie producing the plays.
Absolutely.
It's good.
Whoops.
Sorry, Maddie.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
here
you.
today.
Thank you.
So hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
You
You
too.
too.
Thanks for joining us.